Okay, we were talking last week about Saul realizing David was going to be the man who inherited his kingdom, not his own sons. And Saul decided he hated David for this. And he began trying to kill David, repeatedly.
In what?
Well, then he followed him all over the countryside trying to kill him. He would hear that he was in a city, and he'd go to that city and try and kill him, and David would just get out in time. Sometimes David would go live in one of the neighboring countries for a little while in hopes that Saul would lose interest in killing him. One time, just listen, one time, Saul needed to go to battle. So while they were out hunting for David, he went in a cave. But what he didn't know was David was hiding in the cave. It was evidently a big cave because he had his whole army with him. There was a lot of people who needed to leave Israel because of the things Saul was doing and for other reasons. David had some 400 men with him. So this was evidently a really big cave. And they were hiding in there. And Saul went in there. And Saul's men said to David, God just delivered Saul into your hand. Kill him right now, and this will all be over with. David said, you know what? I am not going to hurt the man God anointed as king. I know God anointed me as king too, but Saul's day will come. He will die in battle, or he'll get sick and die, or something will happen. And that's up to God to take care of, to arrange for when my time to be king comes. That's for God to arrange. It's not for me to arrange. I am going to be patient. I'm not going to hurt Saul. So he snuck up behind him and he cut off the very bottom of Saul's robe, just a little bit. And they stayed quiet. Saul left the cave, and when he got a good distance away, David came out of the cave and he yelled at Saul. And he said, hey, Saul! Why are you chasing me? I'm nothing but a little flea. I'm not important. And Saul turned around and said, is that you, David? And David said, yeah, it's me. And
Fleas are pretty hard.
Well, they bite you and they annoy you, but that's all. They're not like an elephant.
Elephants are pretty.
If an elephant got mad at you, it could do damage. A flea can bite you, so that's all they can do. David said, look, you were in my hands. I could have done you damage. Here's the hem of your robe to prove it that I don't want to hurt you. I'm not trying to overthrow your kingdom. I'm not trying to take your throne. I'm not trying to in any way harm you or bring you damage. And here's the proof. I could have just killed you. And after this, Saul said, you know what, David, you're right. I'm doing wrong. And I'm going to quit chasing you. And Saul went home. Unfortunately, he forgot he made that promise. And he will start chasing David again. And we'll hear about that again next week. But at least for this time, he acknowledged David was the one that was living right and was obeying God. And that Saul was in the wrong to be chasing him. We need to be like David and have that kind of patience to wait for when God gives us what he promised us he would give us, and not take matters in our own hands. Then we're going to sing a song. Okay, Sunshine Mountain. That's actually a picture of Fujiyama in Japan. Sunshine Mountain is when you choose to have Jesus in your heart, he gives you extra joy and happiness. So, and you need to be off the platform because I'm going to get crowded up here. Okay, so let's climb the mountain. Okay. Climb, climb up, sunshine.